Här sitter vi på Sonntagsklubben i Berlin. Det är dagen efter eventet med tävlingen och allting. Och vi har en sån här dagen efter bransch. Vi har samlats lite fans.
Ja, det här är första gången jag är på Eurovision Weekend. Och jag ville åka hit förra året, men då kunde jag inte. Så att i år kände jag att nu var det dags att vara med. Och jag hörde mycket om att det här skulle vara roligt.
Så att säga.
Bilderna från förra året och ja, allt jag hörde om det här. Så att jag ville verkligen åka i år. Och det var ett jätteroligt, lite intensivt men jätteskojigt.
Marco, du är en del av organisationen här och har jobbat med tävlingen bland annat. Hur har det gått tycker du?
Jag tror att det gått jättebra. Jag tror att det var en jättenöjd show med en jättebra show med Okay, I think I'm gonna do it in English. Is that better for you? I was a part of the organization together with Judy, and I think I was super satisfied with all of the contestants. I think the level was absolutely stunning, and it was a very quick show. Not much talking, not much discussing, just song after song after song, and I think people enjoyed it because, you know, it was quick, it was fast, and the voting at the end, it was like one of the highlights, I think, because, you know, it was getting exciting, and we sort of got inspired by the changes in the voting system this year at Eurovision, and we thought that like this Melodifestival kind of method of announcing votes really brings a lot of tension and interest, and people were really like gasping for air until the last second, and the last 10 seconds were absolutely fantastic, where it was very close between Malta and Portugal, and yes, so I'm very, very happy with this weekend, and I think we're gonna go very, like, do very good things in the future as well. And thank you, Sweden, for having been a part of the show, and Aron especially.
Dagen efteråt är man trött faktiskt, och jag tycker liksom att hela resan har varit intensiva dagar och repetitioner, allergier. Men det är en livsunderbar resa, och man känner att man kan vara stolt över att man har gjort den första OGAE Vision och att man har fått tävla för Sverige. Och man har fått en underbar gemenskap, och jag kände liksom att det är någonting som man skulle göra igen om man fick möjligheten till, och att man känner att alla älskar varandra och alla stöttade varandra hela vägen, och det för mig är det riktiga gemenskap på. Sen är det alltid någon ska vinna, någon ska komma längst ner, och även vi då kom som 12:e placering, så ska vi ändå åka hem med högt huvud för att alla var så duktiga och alla gav allt, och jag tror liksom att det är ändå för Sverige en infartsport att ändå vara med i en tävling på det viset.
Helena, du har ju varit här varje år tror jag. Stämmer det? Eurovision Weekend, nästan.
Inte helt, nästan. Det här var mitt 3:e år. Ja. Och jag vet inte hur jag någonsin ska kunna sluta. Det är fantastiskt, det är så kul. Det är beroendeframkallande. Det är superroligt alltså.
Vad är det som är beroendeframkallande? Vad är det som är beroendeframkallande i det?
Det är att alla samlas igen efter några månader från Eurovision, så att vi får ses igen. Det är som en reunion, och man får uppleva hela den där stämningen och samhörigheten som under Eurovision igen, och man kan inte låta bli. Det är en fantastisk känsla av togetherness. Mycket kärlek i luften.
En sak som är rolig också att det är så många av alla Eurovision-fans, det vet vi, som också lär sig svenska.
Jag bor här. Jag är part of the Eurovision community, so I was happy that it was again a big success, and I'm happy to have Sweden here again. And jag är trött, men jag är very happy. Jag skulle vilja gärna flytta till Stockholm, ja. Jag var i maj i Eurovision i Stockholm, and I loved it very much. Yeah.
Jag tror vi ska gå in och titta på Karl William Lund nu, men jag tror att alla här som här instämmer att vi kommer tillbaka nästa år.
Ja, absolut.
Jättegärna.
Okej, tack så mycket.
How did you feel about it, and how was the contest?
Oh, it was an amazing experience. It's my first time in Germany. So I had a little listen of the other acts in the sound check, trying to figure out which one I needed to attack before the show. Yeah, it was an amazing experience. It was really great. It was really nice to make new friends as well, and performers who are really lovely people.
You sang the song from Australia this year, Sound of Silence. Did you have a special connection from it? Like, did you like it most this year, or how did you select it?
Yeah, it was in one of my top 5 favourites from this year. But I had to completely rearrange the backing track because I couldn't do it in that key, obviously. But luckily I've got a recording studio back at home where I live, so I just did it from scratch from the beginning, really. But yeah, it was one of my favourites from this year. There's a lot of really big power ballads this year, I thought. I performed that at a gig in London a couple of months ago, just before the grand final, and it went down really well with the fans out there, so I thought I'd do that as my entry yesterday.
Så det är dagen efter här i Berlin. Vi är på branschen. Vi sitter här med Aron som tävlade för Sverige och Karl William Lund då, som tävlade för Storbritannien i årets OGAE Vision Song Contest. Aron, hur känns det så här dagen efteråt?
Det känns jättebra. Lite trötta är vi dock. Man kände ju liksom sådär att alla hade sina förväntningar på varandra, och så redan kände att alla hade sitt stöd och support, och jag kände liksom att jag gav det jag kunde göra igår.
And we also, Karl, how do you feel now this day afterwards?
Yeah, this has been a brilliant weekend. It was great to be asked to represent the UK at the first OGAE Vision Contest, and it was great to meet the acts, including this great guy sat next to me as well.
I think everyone made very good friendships here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is part of why people love coming to these events, because it's the common love of the music, but it's the friendships that you make that in most cases will last for a lifetime.
And yes, and Malta was a winner, and he was very talented, I think, Sebastian. And what can we say more about how it was yesterday? It was very warm, I would say, for everyone.
Yeah, felt like a sauna in there. Get all of those people thirsty for that music, and it's just going to create a lot of heat.
And the water backstage, I remember before I was entire mine number 4, I was going up, and water was warm.
Yeah.
It was what we drink, anything works into drink. But
although I did hear it was a lot hotter last year, so I think we were okay.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
Well, you are very experienced in competing. You competed in the pre-selection for the Eurovision in the UK. I forgot the name of the show now.
You decide.
Yes. And can you tell us the story about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So there were 6 songs in the national final for You Decide. 5 of them came from established songwriters in the BBC and people that were linked to the BBC. And for the 6th song, they wanted to open that up to the general public to submit the songs from any songwriter. I think there was about 300 entries roughly. Then the OGAE UK were invited to listen to the top 24, and then they individually voted, and that was my song. That's where that came from, Miracle. And it was a phenomenal experience. It was the first time I've ever sung live on TV before, so it was very daunting, but it was very memorable, and now I've been accepted into this Eurovision fan community, which is absolutely amazing.
So it was an incredible feeling for someone who is independent like myself to be given that amazing opportunity. So very quickly I was telling my friends and family, and I put a status on Facebook, and I got like 150 likes in a few minutes. And then Helen calls me back and says, "Yeah, you can't tell anyone about it." And she said, "I know you're going home for Christmas tomorrow, but don't even tell your mom and dad." Met up with the BBC later on, and they said, "Oh, it must have been really hard for you to keep it to yourself." Yeah, it's really fun.
And I guess you would like to try again.
Yeah, I will be submitting a song next year. I'm thinking of submitting this for a female performer. So this song is in it's very early stages at the moment, but I have a recording studio back at home, so it's very easy to make any changes or to work on it in 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning if I need to.
One thing also many people wonder is about your name, because it sounds a little bit Swedish, Danish.
Yeah, I got asked that a lot when I was on You Decide, and they thought, oh, he's called Lund, maybe he's Swedish. It's actually Danish descent on my father's side, I think. So I've not visited Denmark yet, but they did give me 12 points yesterday in the voting, so very grateful for that.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So what's your plans now in the future? What's happening next? We heard some new songs here.
Yeah, so my album is now out. It's called Oracle, and this was crowdfunded on a website called Pledge Music, which brings the artists and fans closer together. It's great for independent songwriters like me who don't want to go down the route of a major record label, because I wanted to put the music out there in the way that I wanted it to. You know, I wanted it, every part of it, to be how I wanted it to be heard. So this was a great way to get the funds needed to create the CDs, the mixing and mastering costs, because it's not cheap to make an album, especially when you don't have a team or a management around you to help with that. So I think around 70% of the people that contributed for that were Eurovision fans or new people that discovered me since the national final. So it's been a great experience and it's been really worthwhile. And you know, I would happily come back for more Eurovision events, definitely.
Aren't you afraid, as a formerly quite new artist that are trying to establish, to get stuck in like kind of Eurovision thing, or you don't see that's a problem? Or it's an opportunity maybe?
Yeah, I mean, people say, oh, Eurovision might be a poison chalice. If you have that experience, you will always be known for that one experience. But you're performing to a global audience of 200 million people, and exposure on that level is absolutely immense. You know, we have reality TV shows in the UK that now struggle to get 5, 6, 7 million viewers per week. And there's so much competition out there, so songwriters, producers, musicians, they need that exposure.
Aron, hur kommer det se ut för dig nu då framöver?
Jo, för mig, när jag kommer hem till Sverige så ska jag påbörja mitt projekt med Kulturama, singer songwriting program för 2 years. Man jobbar mot Liverpool faktiskt i England. Men även så fokuserar man på att studera och jobba som låtskrivare och sångare.
Transform your thoughts from fear to faith. Learn to let go and to embrace. I don't need to see heaven to believe. Diamonds, diamonds in your eyes. Ooh, diamonds, diamonds, take me by surprise. Just talk to me and I'll erase all forms of darkness in all ways. Every part of you fills me with love and peace. A pure white feather touches me, and then I know that I am blessed. I don't need to see your heaven to believe. Do you see diamonds, diamonds in your eyes? Ooh, diamonds, diamonds, take me by surprise.